Welcome everyone from the Coherence Meditation Gym to the month of February. If you're watching this on YouTube, come and join the gym. We are here a culture of progress, of tapping into infinite potentials. We are people who believe in possibilities, and we get to do really fun things like meditate together to Dr. Joe Dispenza. We I share things like Abraham Hicks. We just completed a 21-day challenge to the processes of Abraham Hicks. As a heart math coach, I get to share the system and teach it. But, a lot of people come because they like to meditate with others. So 4 times a month, we've been doing this for 2.5 years, coming up to 3 in August, and we practice Dr. Joe Dispenza meditations. So come and join us. It is a beautiful community of people. It is great to come together with others who are doing the work, and we can get to create community. And I'm really excited because this month of February we are adding to this beautiful community by going into this portal. It's called School. Oh, maybe you're familiar with it. But we've been meeting, Facebook has been our platform and will continue to be our platform where we find out about events. But now School is really opening up a whole world of possibilities. So if you're already a member of the Coherence Meditation Gym, if you're already in here, that means you'll get an email. And that's inviting you into the software, the platform. I don't want you to get too worried about it if you're not super tech savvy. You'll find out about our meditations no matter what, because I'll send an email. I'll also still post on Facebook, but now School makes it so much easier, this platform, because you can see the calendar. That's been one of the things that it's always been a little bit of a challenge where people, it's nice to have a calendar where we can see, what's happening in the month. So there's a icon where we can go to the calendar and see everything that's happening. We have our 4 meditations this month. They're already up on the schedule. We have, just to mention the 4 of them so you know, we have this Wednesday, walking meditation number 2, which is just to kind of give you a little glimpse of what it's like if you've never done it. It's like a blessing of energy centers, but walking. And then on the February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, we will get to do Botex 6, blessing of energy center 6. And then on Ash Wednesday, which is February the 18th, if you're Catholic, I'm Catholic, so that's the first thing I think. See, it's Wednesday the 18th, we'll do walking meditation number 3, which is 4 pathways to your future. That's the name of the meditation, but it's walking meditation number 3. And then on the 28th, we'll do Botex 7. But again, if you just want to get an overview, but you can always go to our events page and also in School to see the calendar, and you can find all the meditations. Also know and remember that there is explanations to all of these meditations that I have recorded. They're on YouTube. I've linked them into the events so that you can review them beforehand in preparation. Some of these are already advanced meditations, so it's nice to have just an explanation to listen to it and know what to expect, especially if you haven't been practicing the blessing of energy centers. For example, this one coming up is number 6, so it is an advanced one, so you can listen to the prior explanations if you wish, and the explanation of the meditation, that whichever one we're doing, just to, when we understand what we're doing and why we're doing it, then the how and the experience becomes so much richer. So that's available for us. You can just look up my name and look up the name of the meditation. So there's a lot of them out there. There's probably about 20, I want to say. Of course, Dr. Joe keeps coming up with new meditations, and we gotta keep up with him, but so far I haven't added anything new. All right, so the next thing I want to say, okay, so I promised everyone, as we were doing the challenge, the Ask and It Is Given challenge from Abraham, that I was going to share my experience with Abraham, my conversation with them, and I did part 1, part 2, and today I'm going to share part 3. But the truth is that it's a 20-minute long conversation. So what I'm going to do today here right now is just share with you the first 3 minutes of that second part. So it comes in 2 parts. When I bought the recording, so this was back in 2018. When I had the conversation with Abraham, and so I shared these 2 first recordings that I did, and I'll link them here. I talk like I give you a little glimpse of it, and then talk about it a little bit. And now today I'm going to show you 3 minutes, but it's not the full thing. So what I'll do is share in school. I'll upload the full recording so you can listen to it if you like. I talk about soul contracts. I talk about so many deep things, the meaning of life, our soul, in what is it? Yeah, the purpose of this life, getting along with others. Contrast is a big theme. Because I was really asking, and during that time I had a big desire. That's why I was able to get up on the hot seat, because I needed answers. So there is a lot that gets covered in that conversation, and I still listen to it and get so much out every time. It brings me into the vortex. It brings me into alignment. There's a lot of aha moments that I had in that conversation that still really, get me, because it's like, it's part of my evolution. It's part of, coming into a place now where, I see myself, I listen to that old version of me, and I have so much compassion for her. So I'm going to share the recording, and then again, you can listen to the whole thing when you go into school. So look out for that email that's coming from me. It's Eva Calderon inviting you to the Coherence Meditation Gym in school. And that, what is going to be super, super fun about being there is that in Facebook, we don't have the ability, the way I set it up in the past is that we can't share photos, like it's just the events. But in school, you can post your pictures, post questions, start conversations, introduce yourself. There's more of the community creation that the features that this platform has is really it's a lot of fun. And you might already be in some communities, because a lot of people that are, whatever, like there's so many interests in school. If whatever you're interested in, you'll probably find a community. So that's really exciting. Okay. Here is the first 3 minutes of the second part of the conversation with Abraham.
Even asked your question yet.
Okay, so is there...
You haven't really even asked your question yet.
Okay, so is there my soul in this lifetime? I sort of understand it is that this is one of many, many lifetimes.
But the only one that matters
is this
because
one.
All of your power is right here and now. This is where your focus is. And everything that you've lived, your inner being has become, and your inner being is standing there vivid, the totality of who you are. The furthest, most representation of the evolution of that which is you is your inner being. And the question is, where are you in relationship to that?
Okay. So my inner being is everywhere. My inner being has been, always is, and will always be.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love that.
And always aware of you, and where you are in relationship to everything that matters to you?
So I have come here to simply live the contrast and the experiences and for the fun of it.
You've come here to discover a new desire to which you can move toward because that is satisfying. You've come here to discover desires that you can move toward so that you can feel the satisfaction. In other words, joyous expansion, that's what you're about. We say there's a triad of intentions, freedom, growth, and joy. And humans say, we hear you, Abraham, growth. We say, yeah, freedom and growth and joy. Yeah, we hear you, growth. Freedom, you're so free you can choose bondage. Growth is inevitable. But if you're reaching for joy or that satisfaction factor, now you've got it all together, you see.
Okay.
So it still feels unsettled.
So I'm going to pause it there because it keeps going on for another 11 minutes. And I want to show, there's a lot to unpack. So, but that piece for me was like, it brings me so much peace every time I hear it because there was a disconnection for myself where there was my spirit being, my inner being, and my physical being. And so there in that moment there was an integration, and there was like this falling in love with me, and I say with me, but it was the reason why I'm sharing this because I know that this can be a catalyst for us to remember. It's not that we don't know, it's that we forget. So I really, one of the things that makes me so excited about what I do and putting this, sharing is so that we can all remember. It's all, again, evolving and feeling that disconnection. I know what it can be like to feel not integrated fully with who you truly are. And there's just this beautiful relief. Whoa, to know that you're eternal. Like that is to me like mind blowing. And it was just the beginning of my, of the continuing to awaken and realize so many other things. And I'm, of course, it never stops. We're still on the journey of discovery. And so that was pretty profound. There has been more, and I really, at some point, in some way, I'd like to tie it all together of my, this was 2018, and I was really going through a rough time with divorce and, being a single mom and, again, not being fully in alignment with myself, not knowing, there was a lot going on. To fast forward to going to a Dr. Joe retreat in 2022, at the beginning of February 2022, and just having a DMT release naturally with the pineal gland meditation, and seeing it all revealed to me, including all of this, like just all my past, where I understood all the things that I had to go through. Dr. Joe mentions that he, if you've ever heard him say, there's a door, when you're in that deep meditation, there's a door, and that door was opened for me. And there is it's like this threshold that you go through, and things are revealed. It is an experience that there's definitely a before and after. I know that was an instant healing for me emotionally in my past. I understood why I went through what I went through. Soul contracts. It was beautiful. It was just mind blowing. I think it's a big part of my journey and why I'm so committed to this work as well. But it all ties in together. That's why I want to bring it up, because this conversation and then having a doctor, an experience during a retreat, were things that that were healing, and I know are possible for all of us that are looking to, wherever you are in your journey, whatever it is that if you've never had experiences like this, know that they are possible, and know that you can come to a place of peace, of inner resolve, in forgiveness, and just alignment and joy. Talk about the triad of intentions: freedom, growth, joy, to have it all together. And of course, a whole new set of contrasting experiences presents, that Abraham says. We're never going to stop evolving and growing. So, okay, so that is the end. Okay, so I mentioned a school. We're going to school. We're going to school to the platform. And then we've got Building Personal Resilience is ongoing right now, which is the heart math systems that I teach. We're doing class 3 of 6 this week. If you'd like to join the next round, please let me know. The results from that are there is an evolution that happens, and heart math is what so I got certified in 2016. Heart math was the system that I used for understanding self-regulation, especially going through divorce and very extreme times of where emotional self-regulation were required, and heart math and the system gave me that. And I know that I reduced the amount of time, and I know that I was able to go through what I went through because I had heart math. That was what I had. I had Abraham as well. I also had Bashar, and Bashar I will introduce in March to the community. Well, my relationship with them and some of the teachings we'll do, but yeah, it has been an evolution. So Building Personal Resilience is what I teach. That's the heart math system. If you're interested in joining the next small group, please reach out and let me know. And then VIP days I'm so excited for those. That is where in a condensed amount of time we can cover so much. I know a lot of professionals here that are seeking that next level, but you just want to sit down and just go through it all. Look at so there's different assessments that I do to find out, where there may be blocks in the things that, what is keeping you stuck, and creating a plan for your performance, to increase your performance, to see, again, how can you improve what you already know, or what can you put in place that you need support with. We need somebody to help you put it all organized and have a 2026 plan moving forward, and clarity. I also use Reiki, so there's a mix between science, practical application, and some mysticism as well. All right, so that's VIP days. So reach out if you would like to know more about those. And I think that's it. I'm very looking forward to getting into school and getting into building this community together, seeing ourselves grow, evolve, heal, supporting each other, and connecting with just all of you wherever you are around the world. So I'll leave it at that. Remember to always come back to your heart, and I will see you soon in here. Bye for now.